What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we are back here in Farming Simulator 25. This is our Rags to Riches series, episode number 12. And if you are new to the channel or new to the series, this is our Rags to Riches series where we do have some rules. We started with $100,000 and $100,000 in debt. Check the rules listed in the description down below. And in the last episode, we bought ourselves a tent. We bought a new greenhouse. We sold all of our bales of silage from our new grass field. We did a couple of deadwood contracts, not a whole lot of contracts available out there. We washed our tractor, and right now we are going to go sell our wood and sell our lettuce. We have 2 pallets of lettuce, and we have 1 pallet of wood planks. This is going to fetch us about $10,000. We're going to get about $4,000 from the wood planks, and we will get about $6,000 from the pallets of lettuce. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that. It's going to give us about I guess we'll end up with about $35,000 in the bank. One thing we have to do is mark the playground because that's going to give us the best price for the wood planks. It's in a pretty far away area of the map, so we're just going to drive all the way down to the bottom left corner of the map. And hopefully we can get there without causing an accident. A light rain is falling here in Riverbend Springs. The forecast shows it is going to be cloudy after the rain clears up. And I don't know what we're going to do after we sell this product. I mean, we're going to have $35,000 in the bank. The big question is, do we keep saving our money and buy an additional field? Or do we build another greenhouse? Hopefully there'll be some contracts available. It is the 2nd day of March. Not a whole lot of contracts to pick from in the last episode. Hopefully it's a little bit different in this episode. And look, we're blowing through a stop sign right there. I mean, we've got momentum with all of our product in the trailer, and we're not slowing down. Not a whole lot of people out driving around in Riverbend Springs today in the rain. Alright, which way do we go here? I think we go up this way. Alright, so let's make our way down to the playground, sell off our wood. Are you serious? I mean, golly. I just want to turn traffic off in Farming Simulator 25. I mean, it's just ridiculous. That car just cut right in front of us. Probably got a pallet fork right up his ass. He deserves it. Jerk. Alright, here we go. Coming up to the playground. And we are going to drop our wood off. Here we go. There we go. $4,157. Put that one in the bank, and now we're going to head back to the farmer's market, and we can sell our lettuce, and that's probably going to earn us about $6,000. Alright, coming up here on the farmer's market, and we are going to turn in, sell our lettuce, put some more money in the bank account. And there we go. $6,300. And that is pretty good. Our bank account now up to $34,800. And that is definitely enough to buy another medium greenhouse. I did have some ideas about the farm. One of them would be to sell off the small greenhouse because I really don't like it. I don't like the way it sits. It's not really producing a whole lot of lettuce, but then I thought we're going to lose money on it, and you know what? It's not really hurting anybody, so we'll keep it where it is for right now. Let's go ahead and drop our trailer off in the back here. And I kind of hope there's some deadwood contracts that come available so we can keep filling up this sawmill. In the last episode, we changed the output of the sawmill so that all of the different products are going to spawn now. And if we take a look, we've got 389 liters of planks, 344 liters of long planks, and 229 liters of a wood beam. And it is using a lot more wood than with just the planks. So every time that we have an opportunity to do a deadwood contract, I think we should do it. Well, I tell you what, our tractor is chipping paint. I mean, it is looking pretty used here. All right, taking a look at the contracts, really nothing available. Our productions are all doing pretty well. They're all filled with water. All right, we have gone into the settings and changed the time to 120 times. And we're just going to let that clock tick away. We're going to keep our eye on the contracts. Hopefully something else will pop in here as the day grows long. And oh, there we go. We got a fertilizing contract that we can do. It's $1,800. Let's go ahead and stop the time. All right, time is back now to 2 times. And let's go ahead and pop on our fertilizer spreader. At least we can make a couple bucks while we are waiting for the end of the day. And I think our fertilizer spreader does have fertilizer, and it does. It's got 1,044 liters. I believe that's enough. This field is number 13, which we can pretty easily get to. Let's go ahead and take the contract. And no other contracts available right now, so let's go ahead and head over to that field and let's fertilize it. Make us about $1,800. That's going to put us around $36,000. I tell you what, with $36,000, we could buy a large greenhouse. But one of the things that I don't know how to do, where I'm going to need some help with, is getting rid of the trees on our land. I know we can cut them down and we can put them in the sawmill. That's not a problem. But the problem is, what do you do with the stumps? I mean, that's a big thing, and I don't know how to do it. In Farming Simulator 22, it was very, very easy to get a mulcher or stump grinder. You can put it on the back of your tractor, you can run over the stump and it would disappear. But I've tried that. I think I did it right in Farming Simulator 25, and it doesn't really work as well. So I don't know how to get rid of the stumps. So have your debate in the comments. What's the best way to get rid of the stumps? All right, here we go. We are at field number 13. Let's back the camera out. We are going to use the steering assist. It's just easier. All right, let's turn on the spreader. Here we go. And this contract should not take us long at all. We're basically just going to loop around this field. All right, there we go. Contract completed. That was a pretty easy contract. It was a pretty easy $1,800 to make. And let's go ahead and collect the money from that. And $36,651. No new contracts available. All right, we're gonna head back to our farm. All right, I changed the time scale again to 60 times, and hopefully some new contracts will pop available. I mean, it's already turning close to 4:30. Oh, and we have a deadwood contract. Let's go ahead and stop the clock. All right, we reset the clock. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. We've got a deadwood contract, and I'm not sure about this part of the map. I don't know that I've done a deadwood contract over here, but we're going to give it a shot. It's $1,200. It's only 8 trees, and we do need some trees for our sawmill. So let's go ahead and start that contract. Let's head back, grab our little trailer, and we are going to go grab a couple of trees from this deadwood contract. I kind of wish there was a way to save the trees from the deadwood contract, like a storage place where you could just put all of the logs, and then when you finish the deadwood contract, it wouldn't make the logs disappear. I mean, that would be pretty sweet. Maybe there will be a mod that comes out at some point that does that. Right now, there's no option for it. All right, the sun is back out, drying up the muddy ground. And we're just going to drive right up our little hill here. And let's go ahead and drop off our fertilizer tank. And we'll just sit it right here. We're going to grab our little green trailer. Man, wouldn't it be nice if we had that truck? Tell you what, $36,000. Need about 10 grand more. I think it was 45,000. And you know what we haven't done? We haven't checked the used vehicle market in a minute. Yeah, none of the stuff is going to help us. Subsoiler or slurry tank. Boy, I wish I was a water tanker. We could upgrade to a bigger one. Nice tractor here. We can't afford it. And then we got a header. That's $40,000. Eventually, we're going to need to get a header because we're going to have a harvester. And what I'm really hoping for is that a harvester comes into this used vehicle section, or some other really useful piece of equipment that's expensive that we can go ahead and splurge on. Yeah, $45,000 for this lizard. We would need an extension on it, so it'd be $49,000. Boy, that would be really cool. We could take this to our deadwood contracts. I mean, we can throw the logs in there. Pretty sure it'll hold the logs. But regardless, we could put the little green trailer on the back of it. And when we do get the wood chipper, we could use the wood chipper and this thing in conjunction with each other. And we could get a bunch of wood chips. I mean, there is this old International truck, which, gosh, I really love. But I don't think that this thing is gonna do us any good. I think it's just kind of wasting money. I mean, we would be able to fit some extra logs in here, but I mean, not to the point where it's going to serve a good purpose. I feel like our money's better saved so that we can eventually buy a bigger truck. Honestly, this thing would hold wood chips too. This thing's $17,500. I mean, looks like a perfect trailer for some wood chips. The question is, we'd have to make 2 trips to our deadwood sites. We'd have to take the wood chipper, then we'd have to come back and get the trailer so that the logs could be put in. Or we just, you know what, we could keep the wood chipper at the farm and then just, I don't know. The more I think about it, the more confused I get. I mean, what's a good setup? I don't know. And that's where you guys come in. Let me know in the comments down below what's the best setup. I mean, money-wise. I mean, the other thing we're going to have to do is eventually I'd love to buy this thing and get like some sort of attachment for the front loader to put the logs in here. Oh, maybe we should do that right now. I don't know. What do you think? It would be a splurge. And, you know, the bad part is, what if you come across an area where you can't get the tractor in to go pick out the logs? At that point, then you're going to need a winch to kind of pull the logs out to a good area. I mean, I'm kind of willing to do it, but I don't know. There's so many questions. But if we did buy this and buy a piece of equipment for the front of the tractor, we could start doing wood transport jobs. I just don't know how feasible that is and whether it's worth it, because I think they do take a lot of time. All right, well, for right now, we're going to take our little trailer here And we're going to go to that deadwood contract. And the deadwood contract, it looks like we have to take the... Actually, we can just go right back to kind of where we were. We'll head on down, kind of like we're going to the playground. I think it's down that way. And let's use this deadwood contract as a sort of a benchmark to see if it would be a good idea whether to buy the wood transport truck. All right, here is the deadwood contract area. We got a couple of trees right next to us, and it's gonna be pretty easy to knock these down, trim them up. I tell you what, it would be really great if we had that transport. So I think that makes our decision for us. We're gonna have to buy it. All right, let's get these trees cut down, and then we'll chop a couple up, and then we will put them in our little trailer. All right, there we go. Tree number 1. All right, it's tree number 2. Oh, tree number 3. Oh, 4, 5, and 6 in a nice little row here. Oh boy, we're in the weeds on this one. Jeez. Hopefully it's not a sticker bush or a bush with thorns on it. I mean, we're gonna rip up our jeans and our favorite t-shirt. I mean, we don't want that. All right, there we go. We're gonna make that tree fall that way. That way, in case we wanna chop it up, it's a little bit easier for us to get to. All right, here we go, last tree of the contract, and that is done. Let's head on back to the tractor. We're gonna chop up one of these trees, and we'll go ahead and put that tree in the tractor. We'll take it back to the sawmill. Oh, there's our tractor up this way. Now the question is, I wonder if we can cut this when it's laying in the middle of the road. A lot of times the game will say that I can't cut it. Well, it's letting me trim it. All right, I think I trimmed all of the branches off. There's one stubborn one kind of up this way, and I don't see it anymore. I think I got it. All right, let's try and cut this thing up. All right, it's letting us cut it up. I might be cutting these too big, I'm not sure. If so, then we'll just cut them in half. All right, well, we got one that's pretty long. It's not allowing us to cut it any further because we're outside the zone. So we're gonna drive back into this like zone area of where the contract was, and we're gonna try and trim this thing just a bit. There we go. We also got a branch here. Let's try and trim that thing. There we go. All right, the question is, I feel like we could fit a little bit more on here. So we're gonna go trim one more tree, And we're just gonna put some of this tree in there. All right, I think that's good enough. It's about 2 trees, although I think we left a little sliver back here. Let's go grab that, we'll throw it on. Boy, that's a pretty big one. That's all right, I think we can fit it. All right, there we go. Oh my God. That's not great. There we go, let's take care of that. All right, fasten down these straps. And let's get back to the farm, put this in the sawmill. All right, here we go, putting the logs in the sawmill. And there they go, disappearing. And I think that's it. Yep, it is full. All right, so we're gonna hop in. Let's go ahead and cash in the contract. It's gonna make the rest of this wood disappear. And there we go. Now the wood is gone. We'll go ahead and put our little trailer back behind these greenhouses. Let's check for some more contracts, and we don't have any more contracts. We talked earlier about buying the wood transport trailer and, you know, picking up the logs and putting them on there. But honestly, with the size of that sawmill, I don't think we need a big trailer for a bunch of big logs because there really isn't a whole lot of room in this thing. And if you take the wood logs from a deadwood contract to the sawmill in town, you really don't get any money for them, so it's kind of pointless. It's a waste of time for me here with what our priorities are. So, you know, maybe at some point we're gonna buy another little mini sawmill. I mean, I don't know what a big sawmill costs. I mean, this is a tiny little sawmill. 36,000. Trying to find another sawmill here. All right, here's a sawmill, $300,000. Boy, I mean, it's something to aspire towards. Oh, here's one for it's a mid-size one, and this one's only 150,000. Yeah, so that's a ways away. I mean, we could buy another little mini sawmill and keep that stocked. But I'd rather just, let's save up our money. I really want to buy that plot of land right back there once it starts getting grass growing on it. And that should be happening probably in the next month. I'll tell you what we're going to do. If there's no more contracts available that we can do, let's go ahead up to our tent. I mean, it's 5 o'clock in the evening. We've got ourselves a pre-packaged meal that we got from the grocery store. Let's just pretend. And we're gonna sleep. And once we wake up, it will be the month of April. Springtime will be upon us. We're gonna feel nice and refreshed. Here it is, April 1st. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We got a nice haze over the farm. Our goats are happy. Everybody's happy. Everybody is much happier in the springtime. And would you look at this? Here is our grass growing in this field, and take a look at this field here. Grass is growing as well, so we just need about $20,000 more and we can buy that field. Here's grass growing in our second grass field. We don't have any lettuce or, oh, there's one pound of lettuce that's spawned, and we do have some more goat milk. And let's check down here for, there's no lettuce there. Let's check at our newest greenhouse. And there's no lettuce there. Okay, that's fine. So with 1 pallet of lettuce and 1 thing of goat's milk, let's check. This is 551 liters. Boy, there's a lot of mud on the ground here. I'll tell you what. So let's tackle this day. The goal here today in April on the first day is to make $20,000 so we can buy that other grass field. That is going to be our primary focus. And let's see what contracts are available. Well, we've got a deadwood contract and that's it. Okay. Boy, I do not know what's happening with these contracts around here. I mean, it's April. You would think people need cultivating done and grass mowed. I don't know. But right now, we've just got 1 deadwood contract. Let's go ahead and accept that. One thing we also want to do is check the used market. We've got a tipper trailer that kind of popped in here at $26,000. This is kind of a big one. Holds 18.5 cubic meters. This thing is $26,391. It's 34% off, and nothing else in the used vehicle section. All right, now somebody asked me, why am I driving to the deadwood contracts where we could just visit the land from the menu? And that's a really great point. Once again, another reason why your comments are the best thing about this series. So I'll tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to field number 5. We're going to visit field number 5. Bam, there we are. We teleported to field number 5. And now we can just run over to our deadwood contract and get it done. Brilliant. All right, there it is. Contract completed, money collected, $1,350. And now we'll just pop back over to our farm. I mean, that's pretty simple. And speaking of simple, it's time to ask yourself the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the channel? If the answer is no, stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the channel. What the hell are you waiting for? And don't forget, hit that bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. Hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And don't forget, leave your comments down below. Doesn't even matter what you say. It's a safe space here on the farm most of the time. I mean, I'm not gonna guarantee all the time, but most of the time. So there it is, $38,000. I mean, geez whiz, not a whole lot going on here as far as contracts go. I mean, there's another wood transport. I really don't want to get into doing all that. But we might have to if that's really the only contracts that are coming available. I mean, they're all, you know, $5,000, but it's 21 trees to pick up. And I don't know that our tractor can handle it. I mean, we'd have to get a log fork, which is $3,000. But honestly, I would get this thing, fork with a grapple. It actually picks up logs a little bit better than a log fork. And it's $2,900. And we could buy that that log trailer. Oh boy, I'm tempted. You know what? We're doing it. I know I said we were going to save up our money and buy that other field, but I really do want to check out a wood transport contract. So let's go ahead and buy this $4,000. I mean, the cool thing is we can make this a different color. We can have it match our John Deere tractor. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I mean, that matches the tractor perfect. I mean, it's going to cost us an extra $100, but what the hell? All right, we don't need to change anything else. $3,900. Let's go ahead and buy it. All right, there it is. I don't know what we're doing here. Did we just make a mistake? I'm not sure. We still got $32,000 in the bank. Let's take our pallet fork. We're gonna need a place for the pallet fork. All right, honestly, there's nothing on this bridge, so we're just gonna leave it right here. Let's go ahead and set it down. There we go. Pallet fork is detached. We'll go pick up our log fork or the grapple, whatever the hell it's called. All right, coming into the shop, we're gonna buy a weight to put on the back of this as well. I think once we put the trailer down and we try and pick up the logs, I think we're going to have an issue with this tractor not being heavy enough in the back. And I don't know that I want to put wheel weights on it at this point. All right, so the question is, I don't know how heavy we want it. I mean, this one is pretty heavy. It's $1,950. I don't know that we want much heavier than that. Let's just go ahead and buy this one. We'll see if that's the right call. All right, so we got our wheel weight, and I think with a wheel weight on, we can also hook up a trailer. If not, then we just made a big mistake. All right, there we go. There is the rear weight. Let's see if we can hook the trailer up. Oh, sweet. Wow, that is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get our little grapple fork thing put on. There it is. So we got our little grapple fork thing. We've got our wood transport trailer, and it is green and yellow. And tell you what, we're matching. And while we're here by the shop, we're going to go ahead and repair the tractor. We're going to give it some fuel. All right, $472. Let's go ahead and take care of that. $49. $9 for the front weight. And that is it. Let's go ahead and fill this thing up with gas. Now, we've spent some money that we really didn't want to spend. And now we need about $30,000 for our new field. All right, $42 in fuel. That's not bad. Price of gas doing good here in Riverbend Springs. Oh, we got another deadwood contract at the same area, and a sewing contract just came available. Let's take the deadwood contract and let's take this wood transport contract. All right, our first wood transport contract of the series. I'm really not sure what it's going to be all about. We're going to head this way. We'll head across the bridge and see if we can't stack some logs in this wood trailer that we got, thanks to the comments section. And I think we're going to have a new segment here in this series, because I really like the debates you guys have in the comments, like what's the best way to do XYZ, and then somebody will chime in and somebody will chime in and say, no, this is the best way. And I really like the debates because they're civil. It's not like people are getting angry at each other. So I think maybe we should start a new segment in this series, and every episode we just have a question and leave it up for debate in the comments. The problem is I just don't know any good questions, so that's a big problem. All right, this is where the wood contract is supposed to be. Or is this where we take the wood? Oh boy. Okay, well, we went to the wrong spot. We went to the place where you take the wood. The wood is all the way at the top of the map. Oh boy, what a dummy. All right, here we are coming up to the wood contract, the wood transport contract. Now, I wonder if these are logs we could put in our sawmill too. I mean, it's a great question. All right, let's put our trailer somewhere. I mean, can we leave our trailer right here? All right, let's go ahead and unhook the trailer, and let's figure out how to work this thing. Okay. All right, let's pick up some logs. Let's put them in the trailer. Well, I'm not sure what that time lapse looks like. There might not even be a time lapse because it looks so bad. I mean, the camera view kept bouncing all around. It was really, really difficult to pick up these logs. And this is probably one of the most difficult contracts we've ever done here. And I don't like it. But I'm going to finish this one. Oh, God, the time allowed for your Deadwood contract at Farmland 33 ran out. And that sucks. I didn't realize there was a time limit on it that was going to expire. Oh, it expire. Come on. All right, well, we've got a bale wrapping that's round bales. I wonder if the bales are big enough for our baler. Let's go ahead and accept that. It's $8,000. That's pretty cool. And we do have some fertilizing contracts. So we're going to accept the bale wrapping contract because it's $8,000. The wood transport contract expired. So let's get rid of that. We still got our deadwood contract to do. And let's pick another fertilizing contract. The biggest one is $3,800. Let's pick that. All right, so as you can see, all of the wood disappeared from our transport. So we just wasted all that time. It took us too long in the contract, I guess, is basically what they're saying. So first things first, let's head back to the farm. We're going to pick up our bale wrapper. We're going to try and complete a bale wrapping contract. That's something new. We will magically teleport over to our deadwood contract. We'll cut those trees down. And then we'll do our fertilizing contract. And that's pretty good. I mean, I think the contracts are going to start rolling in now that it's midday, April 1st. We do have time set at 5 times, so we're going to have to scale that back so we can complete these contracts. And I guess going forward, we're going to have to start paying attention to the amount of time in a contract. And we can't accept any contracts that are going to expire soon. So lesson learned. But I mean, still, we do have this nice little bale fork on the front, or sorry, it's a log fork on the front, and we've got our little trailer. So we can start doing contracts now that require wood transport. We just have to make sure that we do them in the allotted time. All right, we're passing by the field where we need to do our bale wrapping, and those bales look pretty nice. I think we can fit those on our bale wrapper. And if not, well, we'll just cancel the contract. All right, coming back to the farm. I really don't know where to put this trailer, so we're just gonna kind of park it along this little pathway here. All right, we got this rear weight on the tractor. I don't know that we actually need it, but I mean, we're gonna keep it on. And I guess we don't have to take off the log fork on the front as well. So let's just get our bale wrapper. Let's go do that contract. Hopefully the bales will fit on this bale wrapper. Doesn't look like it's gonna work. Okay, so now we gotta find somewhere to drop this rear weight. Let's go ahead to the bridge. Let's drop it on the bridge. There we go. Rear weight is on the bridge. All right, here we go. We got our baler hooked up. We're gonna go bale those bales. Bale the bales with the baler. And the one thing, I hope we don't run out of bale wrapping paper. I mean, if we do, we'll just go to the store and we'll buy some more, but just another additional cost. All right, hopping on to the ferry. And I'm pretty frustrated in general with the wood transport contract. I mean, that was $5,000 that we gave up. I do see there's another one available. It's the same area. It's basically the same contract. But I tell you the truth, I don't like that area. I mean, it's really difficult to get those logs. Hopefully there'll be another wood transport contract that's in a a little bit more open space. And that was really, really difficult. I'm gonna have to do those wood transport contracts off camera or something. It's just really frustrating, and I'm really not sure how it looks to you guys. All right, here we go. Unfolding the baler. Let's go ahead and bale up all these bales and make ourselves some money. All right, there it is. The contract is finished. The bale wrapping. We still have some bale wrapping paper left, so that's pretty cool. We are going to fold the bale wrapper up. There we go. Let's check our deadwood contract. We're coming up on the end of the episode. This is our deadwood contract. We know what that's like. This is our fertilizing contract, field 61. Right now we are up here. So we need to go get our fertilizer. We need to fertilize field number 61. We need to cut down the wood in our deadwood contract. All right, so let's head back to the farm. We're going to grab the fertilizer. I don't know if we need to put fertilizer in it. I think we do. So we might have to go to the shop, buy some fertilizer, fill the fertilizer spreader. We got to do our deadwood contract. We'll go do the fertilized field. There aren't any more contracts here. There's a couple more fertilizing contracts, so we could actually grab those. Let's go ahead and collect on our bale wrapping contract. So we got 48, we got about $5,000 in active contracts. We'll do these another $3,000. So that's $8,000 in pending contracts here. We've got $38,000 in the bank. So that's going to put us right around $46,000. We are working our way to the $57,000 that we need to buy that other field. And I tell you what, in between this episode and the next episode, I'm going to finish the fertilizing contract, the deadwood contract, and those other two fertilizing contracts. And we will come back in the next episode and we will keep working towards the $57,000 that we need to buy our new field. And we're going to have that whole section of the map with all of our grass fields. And we are really going to be rolling in the money in the next few episodes. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. Most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we are going to see you right back here in the next video.